What's up guys, Dark J here, back with another Miners Haven video. And today, since yesterday I did not get a chance to cover with you guys the 2.1.5 update that Bariza put out on Tuesday, I'm going to cover a couple of things today with it. Now, as you can see behind me, one of the items is not from the 2.1.5 update, and that's the Clockwork. I got that, and I'm just going to talk about it a little bit because I did get that item. So, but the two items to the right of that, the Industrial Upgrader and the whatchamacallit, are mostly what I'm going to focus on today. But first, before all that happens, I wanted to give a shout out to Liviu. I believe I'm saying that, Liviu910. He goes by the Robloxian. He has his own YouTube channel as well, so check him out. I'll leave a link to that in the description. And I also want to give another shout out to DaveMan2014. Here's a picture of him, and he helped me so much in Lumber Tycoon set up a base. And as you guys know, if you guys have been following me, either my Twitter or my message board or anything of that matter, I am starting a new series this Thursday on Lumber Tycoon, and mostly because of the viewer feedback that I've been getting from it. You guys seem to want me to play that game, so I actually enjoy that game. So since I enjoy it and you guys enjoy watching me play it, I'm gonna start a series on it starting this Thursday. And again, I wanted to thank DaveMan2014 for helping me out so much. He got me he gave me a car, which is awesome. Helped me out with my base there, gave me a sawmill and some conveyors to get started with, so I have something to go off of to work with, and he kind of showed me the ways of Lumber Tycoon too. So we'll make it a series, and we'll venture that game together and see what that game has to offer, and you guys can help me build up my base, and we can expand and make it the best Lumber Tycoon base yet. So enough of that. On to what I'm going to show you with this episode, and again, that's the whatchamacallit, which is right here, and the Industrial Upgrader right here. Now, first thing I'm going to showcase is the Industrial Upgrader. Now, if you'll notice here, we'll bring up the description of the Industrial Upgrader. It says, a new sleek upgrader that upgrades ore at any level several times. Requires constant coal fuel supply. Now, I'm going to say this right off rip. This description is completely wrong. So, if anybody wants to go tell Bariza that his description of this item is completely wrong, be my guest. You can say you heard it here, and I will show you exactly why it is wrong. First thing, guys, the definition of several means more than two, but not many, okay? Now, I'm going to show you why that description is wrong. Now, if we come over here, the first thing I have set up here is iron. Going into a regular furnace, as you can see, iron's value is $2, okay? It's consistent. We know what it is, $2. Okay, now, I have one of the Industrial Upgraders being fed coal, okay, so that it is constantly on. Now, 4 coal set up like this in a pattern will make it stay on completely. I tried it with 3 and it blinks with 3. With 4, it stays on the entire time, constantly. You could watch it for 5 hours, it'll never blink. Okay, as you can see now, the iron is worth 4, so it's doubled the value of the iron. Now, I did test this with silver and a few other iron ores. It is a ×2 multiplicative effect, okay? Quite literally, it does not matter what ore you have, it will multiply its value by 2. Okay? Now, where the description is wrong, it says it can upgrade ore several times. Okay? Let's come over to here. I have now 2 in a row. Okay? Both set up the same way with 4 coal mines so that it's constantly on. As you can see, ore goes to the first one, it doesn't blink. It goes to the second one. As soon as it hits it, it blinks. And it is not because the coal's not feeding it or whatever. You come down to the end, and it is still the same value as it was over here. So this Industrial Upgrader can only upgrade ore one time, guys. Not several times, one time. And if he even meant, and if anybody even says, well, he meant the multiplicative effect as being several, that's not true either, because it means more than 2, not times 2. Okay, if it was 2, it would say it upgrades it a couple times. Okay, so the description literally has nothing to do, has no bearing on what it actually does. Guys, this upgrader upgrades an ore times 2 and can only upgrade an ore 1 time. That's it. It's nothing special. It literally, that's all it does. Unless you have a Tesla resetter in between, then you can use it 2 times. That's it. Okay? Now, does this upgrader have a place in a setup? Yes. Early on in, say, your first reborn or second reborn, or hell, your first 5 reborns even. It's good near the end of a setup, or if you have a Tesla resetter, right before the Tesla resetter, and then, you know, before, say, you have flaming ore scanners at the end of your setup. Right before the flaming ore scanners, double the value of the ore, and then send it through the flaming ore scanners to get a triple value. Okay? It does serve a purpose, but can you use it in a loop? Can you set it up to where there's multiples of these in one string? No, you cannot. It is a one-time thing, and that's just what it is. It doesn't upgrade anything several times at all. So, with that in mind, it is what it is. It's a times 2 multiplicative effect upgrader. Not a bad item, but the description is wrong. Okay. Now, moving on to the next item from the 1.5 update is the thingamajig. Now, if anybody remembers the Second Amendment, the wall with the turret on top that you could shoot people with, that has been removed completely. And anybody that had a Second Amendment in your inventory will log in to find this in your inventory, just like I did. Okay? Now, what does this thing do? Well, let's take a basic iron mine. Again, we know the value is 2. Drop it in here. And see. And it is giving us... oh, I mean, the sound effect's cool. 100 million. So, to get the multiplicative effect of a cell, you take the value, the end value, which is 100 million, and divide it by the value of the ore, which is 2. And that gives us 50 million. Does that sound familiar, guys? That's because it is familiar. Let's put down a... where is it? Because I know I have one in my inventory. And it's nighttime. Great. So... right here. Okay. So, we're going to put down a sacrificial cell. And actually, I am going to put down some torches because I cannot see at night. Okay. Now, let's put down another iron mine. And look in here. And yes, 100 million. So the multiplicative effect of the thingamajig is the exact same as a sacrificial cell. So basically, this is a sacrificial cell that you don't lose when you reborn. That's all it is. Okay? But it serves a better purpose than the Second Amendment. And for that, it is actually a pretty amazing item. Especially say you're on your first few reborns again or whatever, and you don't have Nature's Grip or, you know, anything like that, but you happen to get one of these. You can slap this thing down, throw a mine in it, you know, and you're automatically getting the value of a sacrificial cell right after rebirth. So you can help yourself get back up to rebirth again. Okay, so this is actually a pretty decent item. Yes, it is basically a clone of the sacrificial cell, but still. I think it's a pretty good item. And also you can feed from 3 sides. I'm not sure if you can with the sacrificial cell. In fact, I think, yeah, see, sacrificial cell can only feed from 2 sides, whereas the the thingamajig can actually feed from 3 sides. You put mine over here and a mine over here. So in a way, it's actually better than the sacrificial cell because you can use 3 mines with it. Now, if you're using mines like Paynite or something like that, obviously you're still only going to be able to use 2 because that's just how the Paynite's designed. Now, finally, last but not least, this is not from update 2.1.5, but I did get this from Reborning, and that laser beam is so freaking skinny. It's insane. Now, guys, there's a couple of things you can do to get the ore into there. Let's put this at the end here. Now, there is the classic ramp system, which I will show you here. Actually, I need to put that there. Let's buy a ramp. Okay. Put the ramp there. Let's put another conveyor down. And let's put an iron mine down. Now, the ramp only seems to get it in the center of it a few times, okay? Now, as you can see, oh, even the ones that, okay. Alright, so mostly, actually, 90% of the time, it's getting upgraded. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so when it hits the beam, it is 10, so this is a times 5. If you can get it into the beam, its multiplicative effect is 5. Okay? So, there is that method, and then there is another method here that we will look at. And actually, there's a couple of methods. There is this method, which can work. Well, actually, I don't know if it will or not. We're gonna test it here. I know this works with Freon, but this beam is so skinny that I'm not sure if it's gonna work with this or not. Oh, it does. It does. Okay. So yeah, you can use that setup right there. Oh, there's a few of them not gonna make it still, just because the ore can bounce or whatever. But that's another method that you can use. And then another method yet to try and get it into the center is by putting this here, putting this here, and then putting that there, and now putting the mine there. And as you can see, then the ore will come forward, and then if it happens to hit this one, it'll push it here, and it'll force it to go through close to the middle. So there's 3 ways you can try to get that ore into the middle of here. I wouldn't suggest just throwing it somewhere and just letting the ore go through, because I would try, at least attempt to get the ore to the center of the conveyor. Okay, because if you don't, it's probably not going to hit the beam. Now, the other thing that you could do is, if we remove these, remove the mine, but I recommend those methods simply because you want a multiplicative effect item at the end of your setup. It's just the best place to have multiplicative effects. but again, you could always have the mine literally drop it right on the conveyor up, and most of the time it's going to drop it right on the middle of the conveyor, but again, even that's unpredictable. So no matter what method you choose, it's going to miss it a few times, but as you can see, trying to channel it has a little bit of a better effect. So alright, so guys, that is my showcase for today. And I'm going to end this episode by opening some crates on cam here. Hopefully I get something good, because you guys are my good luck charm. And don't you forget that, because you guys are awesome. So let's see if we can get something good with my good luck charms. Come on, come on, come on, give me something good. Oh, almost an old faithful there. But I got a hasten diffuser. So, yeah. Let's see, come on. Well, I can use that, I guess, in my after my loop for reborning. Not horrible, although I would prefer to have a vintage, like everybody, I'm sure. So let's see what I get from these. Oh man, I've got like 50 of those, I swear, guys. Oh, your luck isn't looking so good today, guys. At least my luck, anyway. You guys are always awesome, so no matter if I get good luck from you guys or not, you guys are always awesome. And I can't stress to you guys how much I am so happy to have such enthusiastic and loyal viewers. You guys are amazing, and I am glad that you are watching my videos, and I'm glad that I can put out something that you guys enjoy. And I thank you for all the feedback and all the awesome comments and just the engagement that you guys show. It's amazing. You guys are an awesome community of awesome people, and again, guys, thank you so much. And here's the last box, and we'll see what I get. And Ninja Dynamite. Well, anyway, guys, I may not. Oh, nope. I guess I got one more box. Okay. And what is it? 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 And triple coal mine. Well, anyway, guys. So that was my showcase. If you like this video, hit that like button. Tell your friends that I'm putting out videos trying to help you guys out and bring together a great community, and hopefully I can reach as many people as possible and make their days brighter. And keep sending me those comments, and just, again, guys, stay awesome. I'm Dark J, and I'm out.